So I have to bring this up because I feel like it's kind of like an elephant in the room, but we did get a reveal from a big amount, a majority of the cast that will be in Avengers Doomsday. We have so many notable names. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. confirmed to be Doctor Doom, but notable names: Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, James Marsden as Cyclops, Beast will be returning, characters from the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, but there were a lot of character names missing. Now, the big people I'm gonna put out there that I think are a little bit separate. The rest of the original six, besides Chris Hemsworth's Thor. So Chris Evans will not be in there, even though he was rumored to come back as Nomad. Scarlett Johansson will not be there. Jeremy Renner has not been announced for there, and he is alive and well as Hawkeye in the Marvel Universe, and Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. So a lot of people have been this included, but then there's a lot of notable names. Most notably to me may be the Spider-Man. Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. It was rumored for so long, especially after No Way Home came out, and then we got the confirmation that we saw them, that they would be appearing in Doomsday. Maybe, potentially, they're not going to appear in Doomsday, and it's going to be some type of Infinity War and Endgame thing, where Endgame will have more of the characters, but we're pretty certain they'll appear in Secret Wars. But then we have characters like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool missing, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, most notably those characters. And there's a lot of other characters that are missing as well. You know, Captain Marvel is not there. Taskmaster, for example, who, is going to be in Thunderbolts. Then you have other characters that, Charlie Cox, John Bernthal, Punisher and Daredevil, who are making waves over on Disney Plus right now. And then, just so many different characters that have been left out. And it is rumored for now that, more people will be announced as time goes on. And, maybe it's a good thing that we don't get the entirety of the cast. Maybe leave them as surprises. If Chris Evans is going to come back as a Hydra Cap, or Tom Holland will come back as a Venomized Spider-Man. There's a lot of different things that we maybe is better off that we just leave for the movie, which I'm okay with. But it is interesting that all these characters are being introduced, being announced. Fantastic Four, like I said, most notably the X-Men being a thing, Shang-Chi coming back, Black Panther, all these characters being announced. It is so interesting that these other characters, even like characters like Ghost Rider, back then, or an old Daredevil from Ben Affleck, or so many different things. Like I said, it is just interesting that these people are left off. But I almost kind of like that they're leaving off, these notable characters. I did also see a report that it's most likely that the rest of the characters will just be cameos. So it could be something, it could be wrong, by the way, but it could be something where those characters will appear and have a bigger role in Secret Wars. And they will do, like I said before, an Infinity War and Endgame thing, where Infinity War is kind of like, the lead up to Endgame, just like how Doomsday may be the lead up to Secret Wars. It is really interesting. I am really excited for what they have cooking. I love the cast so far, but of course I want more because I'm a spoiler fan. Let me know what you thought of the cast announcement. Let me know who you hope to see in Doomsday, or if you'd rather see certain characters not appear until Secret Wars. Let me know all that down below.